Traders checking in on the stock market today. We had daily inside bars break bearish, which started our daily consolidation. From there, we watch hourly oversold conditions and the hourly trend change setups that indicate daily higher lows have been set. Let's see how these charts are shaping up in the short term. ChartGuys.com. Become a confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. Let's check out some charts. So looking at SPY on the daily time frame, we can see the inside bar bear break. We have filled the first gap, 347.35. There are a couple gaps down there as well. That doesn't mean that we're going to fill them on this current pullback, but always nice to be aware of where those gaps are. And today, this morning, was marked by an initial bull move, a failure to break resistance on both SPY and QQQ, and then the bears took over. So if we're looking at the hourly time frame, we can see the high of yesterday was 352.47. The high of this morning started with a bull move, failed to break 352.47, and then we dropped down with a new low of the day. Hourly RSI got just above oversold on SPY. End of the day bounce, didn't see enough follow through to give the bulls any confidence. It's a potential hourly bear flag. So we can definitely see further consolidation from here, and we can definitely pull back a good bit more while still remaining in a healthy daily uptrend. So bulls obviously would prefer to change the hourly trend back in their favor as soon as possible to keep this a daily bull flag. If we keep pulling back, that bull flag becomes less likely, but the daily uptrend remains intact. So QQQ, same deal. We had an hourly resistance level yesterday, 297.05. This morning, we topped out 80 cents under that level and then dropped hard. Hourly RSI did not get oversold on QQQ. We came real close. We bounced into the end of the day, looking for an hourly lower high to be set. And again, we have to see a significant enough bounce to set up an hourly trend change to try and set this daily higher low. And we don't have that with where we ended today. We don't have confidence that our daily higher low is being set just yet. We can see another leg down tomorrow and see those hourly oversold conditions in QQQ and SPY. Generally speaking, after a significant bull move on the daily time frame, hourly oversold conditions is a good time to be scouting for daily higher lows. If QQQ breaks 270, make that 289.47, we are then in gap fill territory. Keeping in mind that in gap fills, RSI levels can get extended. So if I'm looking for an hourly oversold bounce, but we get to hourly oversold right into a gap fill, I know that that hourly RSI could drop down to 25 or even the low 20s and get extended. So just something to be aware of. Could this be a cup and handle? It's possible. But again, bulls need to show up pretty much tomorrow and keep that a daily bull flag if we're going to call this a cup and handle pattern. IWM started the day strong. Resistance was 164.24. We failed to break that level by 33 cents. And then drop down to continue the daily consolidation, closing at the low of the day. So that's not enough for me to say we just lost the daily uptrend. I'm still viewing it as the same period of consolidation, and I'm looking at anything above 148.99 as a daily higher low. But it's notable that the bears took control. And at the end of the day, the second leg down, SPY was giving us a megaphone at the end of the day, really nice pattern. And a really good one to be looking for that rejection at the end of the day on that bounce attempt. But, forget what I was saying. Oh, on this drop right here, where we triple bottomed on SPY. XLF was at the low of the day. XLV was at the low of the day. QQQ was $1 above the low of the day. So no bear follow through, as one of our major important sectors was not breaking support. Healthcare sector, daily consolidation underway. Did hourly RSI get oversold today? It got close, but not really getting oversold. So again, if we see red tomorrow, we're going to be watching all of these names to see their first hourly oversold conditions after a significant multiple week bull move. And ideally, if you want everything to align, you want first hourly oversold, you want daily 12-period exponential, and then you want a big enough hourly oversold bounce, again, to create the space for the daily trend change to then be set up. An aggressive bull is entering hourly oversold. A patient bull is waiting for a big bounce, saying, all right, I like the size of that bounce. I'm going to enter on the higher low and use that previous low as my stop, hoping for the trend change. So that's an aggressive bull versus a patient bull. XLF has been selling off since earnings started. It is still a daily uptrend, but the odds of a 2-week lower high compared to 2601 are increasing. High of the COVID bounce, low of the pullback, lower high, higher low. We are range bound over the last 3-4 months, and that is remaining the case. And if we keep pulling back here, it may have to be up to the election to determine how that tightening range breaks. Still looking for a daily higher low to form. Hourly RSI, just starting to get to oversold, not there yet. All of our sectors came close today, didn't get there. Biotech sector, double top with the high of yesterday, into a pullback. So a nice top fish for aggressive bears. Support is 119.79. That's a double bottom. It's pretty much a triple bottom right there the last 3 days. If it breaks, daily consolidation underway. And it would join the rest of the sectors that are already starting daily consolidation. XBI has been stronger the last few days. SMH, starting daily consolidation. Still possible to be a daily bull flag, but pulling back with everybody else. Definitely one of the healthiest periods of consolidation after breaking to a higher high. That's very important. Most everybody else we just looked at did not break to a higher high, except for XBI and SMH. TAN daily bull flag still alive. So again, exited my short yesterday. Now the bulls are attempting to break 77.50 to see continuation. A lot of hype in the electric vehicle space today with NIO surging to all-time highs. Tesla got a long-term bull break of its tightening daily range. So always keeping an eye on solar and EV names together. VIX is still keeping its daily bounce going, but again, anything under 30 is just a lower high, which would mean nothing to me. So I need a daily trend change back to bulls to stand out, and we have not seen that since we topped back to start September. So the dollar's bounce. Obviously, we know the importance of the dollar. Is this our daily lower high being set? Asset bulls certainly hope so. What do we need to see our daily lower high being set? A loss of the 4-hour uptrend. Right now, we are looking at a 4-hour higher low being set on today's pullback. Best case scenario for stock market, crypto, and metal bulls is for an overnight bounce to set a 4-hour lower high compared to 93.67 and then roll over tomorrow and break 93.25. If these bulls keep this 4-hour uptrend going, asset bulls are going to start sweating a little bit more. So best case, confirm a 4-hour downtrend, set the daily lower high, and then be looking at the base at 93 as a support test incoming. Metals are the exact opposite. Metals need a 4-hour trend change to the bulls to be looking for a daily higher low to be set. The exact opposite of the dollar. So trying for the daily higher low, but it's not convincing until the 4-hour trend changes. Silver is doing the same thing. Need the 4-hour trend change to confirm. Miners had a bull break today. Again, they stood out stronger yesterday. They followed through with it today. And this is the highest price that miners have seen in pretty much a month. And again, if metals were as strong, gold right now would be up at 1933. So the miners are standing out stronger than the metals. And again, normally I would just point to the S&P 500 and say it's because of the broader market strength. But that's not the case. The broader market's pulling back. So this is a bit unusual the last 2 days, and it's certainly favoring minor bulls. Oil daily higher low is set at 39.04. Key resistance back in play. All about 41.47 and 41.72. Breaking those levels will be a sigh of relief for the oil bulls. And that's a key resistance test coming into play. Inventory report is tomorrow because of the holiday on Monday. And last, we will wrap it up with NatGas USD, and then I'll go over a trade I did today. So NatGas, daily inside bar bear break, following through with the lower high compared to 264 for now. But if it's going to be a weekly equilibrium, we need to lose the daily uptrend. There's tons of space for the daily higher low to form. So we would likely need to see a clear daily lower high and lower low if we're going to be confident in that weekly lower high. But a pretty decent pullback at the moment. Let's see, what trades did I do today? I did a DKNG, little oversold bounce trade. That wasn't really significant. Let's do an Amazon failed trade. Not a failed trade, a break even. So I look at Amazon and I see a massive daily bull run. I'm looking for a daily higher low. I'm watching the low of Monday, 33.39. And I'm watching first hourly oversold conditions. We got there. Amazon hit first hourly oversold conditions. Something that stood out to me that made me cautious. This was right up my alley for a trade. First hourly oversold conditions, all the criteria I just said, and at the same time, the 5-minute RSI was 25, and the 15-minute RSI was 21. And it was in the teens at the low of the day. So shorter term RSI levels crushed into first hourly oversold, I start scaling in. So I made an initial entry in the 3360 level, 3362 maybe. So right here, I said, all right, there's my initial entry. I will make a second entry if 3350 breaks. So we pulled back. I got a couple entries. The bounce started. I wasn't that confident. I sold half of my position for a small gain, got my break even down to the upper 3350s. But what it does is it frees up my capital again. So if we see a weak bounce and then the 15-minute RSI stays in the teens, I can reload that half that I sold and still stay comfortable in the trade. I didn't do that, so half a position, average 33.59, saw the bounce trying to take place, and in the back of my mind, I kept saying to myself, yes, Amazon's hourly oversold. QQQ is not hourly oversold yet. QQQ can keep dropping and make Amazon's RSI levels get a bit extreme because Amazon, from the open, was showing us it was bearish correlation to QQQ. Amazon was the first major red tech name on my screen, and it followed through with that, obviously, on the size of the drop. So I saw the bounce starting, and I was watching the 15-minute time frame. I was starting to get cautious of the potential of a 15-minute bear flag on both Amazon and QQQ. And I just said to myself, this is not the bounce that I'm looking for. If QQQ had hit hourly oversold conditions, I would have been more confident. So I just exited break even. And I've said many times that my trading style as a trader now on year 10, after some solid hype wins with some significant capital gains in crypto and marijuana stocks, my priority number one is do not give back the profit I've made over the last decade. Priority number two is keep adding to it. But priority number one, don't give it back. So when I make mistakes, I'm leaving money on the table as opposed to losing money for the most part. Obviously, I lose money, but that's my mindset. So I see that weak bounce and I say, this is not my ideal setup. I'm exiting break even. And if I'm wrong, I leave money on the table. What ended up happening was that, I would have had a day maker if I stuck with the trade and let it play out and put my stop under the low of the day at that point. But I would also have been risking a day maker or a day loser as well. So I wasn't comfortable, left some money on the table, not a lot, and I'm perfectly fine with how it played out. So, hourly trend changes back to bulls needed for daily higher lows to be set. The sooner the daily higher lows are set, the higher the odds of daily continuation for the bulls in the uptrend. If we keep pulling back with another couple of red days, again, we then shift from favoring continuation and looking at all-time highs in some names to, if the pullback goes another day or two, favoring a lower high the next time we bounce. The sooner the hourly trend changes back to the bulls for the daily high or low, the better. And a lot of clues are going to lie in the dollar and whether or not the dollar confirms a 4-hour downtrend overnight tonight or into tomorrow morning. I hope you're well. I hope you do good things. And I hope to see you tomorrow. This guy's getting close. Probably another day or two, I'll try and capture it. Got her. Let's see if she gets pumped. Did you do it? No way. You didn't do it.